What's going on, guys? We're going to be talking about AI again because it's so relevant. AI is going to make you stupid. That is if you let it make you stupid. So much is happening with AI. It's a relevant topic. That's why I'm talking about it again. But if you don't use it properly, if you don't, think when you use it, it's going to make you dumb. And it's already allowing people to do these crazy things. It's allowing one person to build crazy businesses. Look at OpenClaw, the OpenClaw guy. Myself, I built like Palantir / Bloomberg terminal clones. I've built, stuff to cross-reference ski conditions for, when I was on vacation the other week. I've built, trading bots that aren't really super profitable, but they at least work, and I have no coding experience, and they take trades. I've built sports app dashboards because I don't really watch a ton of sports, but a lot of people I interact with on a day-to-day basis, they watch sports, and I want to be, kind of in the loop about what's going on. It gives me summaries, shows me scores, shows me what's in season right now, gives me highlight clips. It's great. But you look at most people and they're using ChatGPT in their web browser to do their homework, which, fine, I guess. Personally, not how I would use it. But I'm using Claude Code in an anti-gravity or VS Code, a command line interface, and most people just don't know what that is. I'm no expert, by the way. I didn't even know what an API key was until a few months ago. Never coded in my life. I could be getting terms wrong, but either way, people are waiting to start learning and doing these things because they think it's just going to get so good that they're not going to need to learn it, which is not true, because the way these models work, at least the way large language models work, and that's what everybody's going with, is you need to prompt them in super specific detail. And you have to practice. You have to apply what you watch or see online. You have to actually apply it so you can get better at it. Breaking news, I know. If you're in school though, I'll give you a pass on your gen ed classes. Fine, that's fine. If you're in college, you're picking what you want to study. Why are you using AI? You picked what you want to learn, and you're just offloading that learning to AI. You're offloading those tasks, which are meant to help you learn. That's what homework is. It's meant to help you learn and practice, studying and all this stuff. You're offloading it to AI, and you're not actually absorbing the material. Even if you think you are, you're not, as well as you would if you studied it. This goes for stuff like even Notebook LM. You have to be really careful, and I'm speaking from experience. I've had Notebook LM make me stuff, flashcards, and unless you're able to upload the exact PDF of your entire textbook, even if you can, I still just it's not worth it. If you upload the PDF, the model has context, which is extremely important. But even still, these models hallucinate. They make mistakes. They're good. They're a lot better than they were, but they're not we're not AGI yet. AI is a mirror. It's a mirror for your state of being. It's a mirror for your reality. If you feed it your homework, if you have it do all your critical thinking for you, it's going to reflect that you're not critically thinking. You have to start critically thinking when you're using AI. Because our critical thinking, offloading it to a machine is cool, but and it saves us time, but let's be honest, you're still affected by you still need to use your brain on your day-to-day basis. People can manipulate you, the news can manipulate you, and if your critical thinking is not up to snuff, you're going to be easily manipulatable. And I don't want that for humanity. Maybe you want that for yourself. I don't want that for humanity. And it's fine if you want that for yourself, but that's not me. Like, let's take the news, for example. Mainstream media news is designed to get an emotional reaction out of you, so you keep watching, so you get addicted to it. You get a feeling that you become addicted to, whether or not you think so or not. That anxious feeling, that excitement, that is the addictive feeling that watching the news gives you. And if you're not able to dissect what they're saying from what actually is, you're just a slave to the corporation in a way. So why is it important that we use AI to critically think when, it's going to be able to do a lot? Who knows at this point what the true capabilities are going to be. Elon Musk thinks it's going to be crazy. Some people think it's going to be a long time before it's ever crazy. I don't really care when it happens. I just know it's probably going to happen sometime in my lifetime. So why is it important? It's because we're only human. We can get overwhelmed so easily, and if we're not bettering our own computer, our own brain, I'm not saying that I believe in the computational theory of mind, but we're going to be susceptible, and you're going to kind of, I don't know, you might turn to mush. You're also not going to be able to know what to do when AI is able to do all this stuff for you. So when AI takes your job, how are you going to use it to, it might not take your job, but how are you going to use AI to make yourself more efficient at your job so you can have more time to do human activities? Like, we're going to have to learn how to do human activities again. That's big. And what I mean by human activities is we're going to have to, we're going to have all this free time. We're going to have to fill this time with something. And human activities is just being, creating art, music, dancing, singing, discussion, debate, philosophy, meditation, climb trees, do yoga, like swim in the ocean, like things I do, things people I know do. Like, this is all stuff that's going to have to become second nature to you instead of just scrolling on TikTok, because all this content is going to be so easily and readily available that it's not going to be even the doom scroll is not going to hit the same. I hate to break it to you. So in short, what we have to do is we have to learn how to play again. We have to learn to, be excited and like by play, I mean like learn. There is an aspect of play in, the action of learning, the enjoying the journey of getting it wrong and trying again, getting it wrong and trying again, like skateboarding. It took me forever to learn how to ollie. I'm not a great skateboarder, but I can ollie. Like, that's my trick. I stood outside for hours doing the same thing over and over and over and over again for multiple days on end, for weeks. It took me a long time, and I can do it like okay now. I haven't practiced it as much, but I can do it. If you don't play, you're going to be absorbed in AI. You're going to be constantly feeding into this like productivity, like grind set that has been established in today's culture. This grind set where we're constantly working, trying to maximize and be as efficient as possible and do as many things as we can. And that's really stressful. I don't know about you. Trying to maximize every single thing in my life is really stressful, when in fact, sometimes the best thing is just sit like today. Sat out on my porch with a little espresso, the tiny espresso cup, and I just sipped on it for like 20 minutes. No phone, no journal, no nothing. Just sat and looked outside and sipped. And even just sitting, you don't even need the espresso. Like, just sit, just enjoy. Be human. Remember, you already know how to be human. You just have to remember. And even if the worst possible scenario with AI happens, you're still gonna be okay. You'll still be a human. You'll still be happy and smiling and doing your fun stuff. because that's all, like, again, that's all that we're going to be able to do. It's going to, you're going to be able to create on a level that is so beyond what we know now. But if you get caught up in that productivity like spiral, it's going to be stressful, at least for myself, speaking for myself. So don't let AI make you stupid. Don't get caught up in the grind. Take a breath. Go stare at a tree for a couple minutes. Go be a human. And we'll all be all right. So that's this video for this week. I hope you guys enjoyed my little rant. Please, please, please don't let this stuff take over your life. Thank you.